John Cruz, baby, the cruiser, right here, right now. Let's talk some guitars, baby. What do you love the most about being a master builder?
Oh man, there's so many aspects of the job that I've always enjoyed. First of all, it's a privilege to be a master builder there because I've been there for a long time now. It's, in fact, next week's my 26th anniversary of being with Fender, and it's been a hell of a ride. And finally got to the point where I'm getting to express myself in things that I build to share with people around the world, and it's something else, man. I just love the challenge to be able to build guitars for people and hear from people that something that makes their life, make it, you know, something that they dig on, and there's nothing like it in the world to be able to have an accomplishment like that.
Right on, man. And what would you say is the toughest thing about being John Cruz, the master builder?
Well, it's always kind of a struggle to try to come up with something that's going to outdo what you did last time, but you know, I try, and I keep up with what people want out there. That's why I like to get out to events like this, to kind of meet the people and find out, what do you guys like out there? What do you want to see out there? And that kind of feeds me for what I want to do for the following year, or maybe a custom order they want to do. And it's always kind of hard to stay on top of that and you know, hopefully outdo yourself. But you know, I have a good time doing it, and I'm hoping people are digging the stuff that's out there, you know? Yeah,
man. I mean, what's it like dealing with the fact that basically it's a 3-year wait to get a Cruz guitar?
Yeah, I didn't plan on that happening at all. I still feel pretty bad about it, but I'm very flattered by it. You know, and my customers, my loyal customers, God bless them, man. I appreciate everything that they've done for Fender to support the brand, and I want to give back to them and make it worth the wait for them. I know some of them are coming up on 3 years. It's actually a little bit below that now, thank God, but I'm just hoping that, you know, when I know this one's coming up, this guy's been waiting for a long time, I got to make it my best one. My mindset's always been that this is going to be the guy's #1. I'm hoping that's my mindset for every guitar that I do.
Damn right. You know, what would you say is the most memorable build that you either, you know, that you ran or directed? I know, like the Mon-Fri and the SRV stuff. You want to talk about those at all?
Sure. Whatever you want to talk about, man.
Which one did you enjoy more?
Well, the tribute models are always a buster for me. I mean, there's a lot of planning. There's a lot of stuff that goes on to get the guitar to look the way it does. And you know, the Yngwie Malmsteen was one that was really, really tough. And luckily, Yngwie is a good friend of mine. You know, I went to visit him with Mike Eldred at his house, and you know, we were hanging at his house and stuff, guitars hanging all over the walls and stuff. And he brought the duck out, and we put it on the table, and he let me take it apart. And I spec'd it all out completely, took all the specs off of it, photos, video, everything, and took it back. And then we just kind of sat on it for a couple years, and it's like nothing happened. I didn't think it was going to happen. And Mike Eldred comes and he goes, "Okay, dude, it's time for the Yngwie." I kind of forgot about what we had, you know, spec'd out and everything, but I had all my papers and photos and everything, and got to talking to Yngwie about it. I went and saw one of his shows, and we talked afterwards, and I told him, "Dude, it would be great. I mean, I know you're not playing the guitar anymore." So he goes, "Yeah, man, it's retired now. Can you send me that guitar?" I mean, and he kind of like looked at me like, "What?" And I go, "Dude, if I had that guitar here, 1-to-1 with the prototype, I can nail that sucker right there." And he goes, "Well, I don't know, man. You know, we're gonna have to buy it its own seat or something." I'm like, "Dude, you know, I'll take it with me. You know, I'll bring a empty case. We'll put it in. I'll strap it in next to me in the seat. Put the seat belt on it. No smoking. All that stuff. Take it back with me, and I'll do my thing." He let me have it for a good 4 months. I had it over there, and it was something else to have that guitar there. There was all kinds of people come by wanting to touch it. I'm like, no, you know, and it was just something else to have that guitar there with me, next to me, while I'm creating the prototype for him. It was something else. And you know, I didn't get that chance with the Stevie Ray Vaughan, obviously, but Stevie came out amazing as well. That was a beautiful guitar, but and one of the probably most challenging ones I've ever done. But the Yngwie one was the one that was really tricky, because it was a real thing about doing the paint right, and the look right, and the bite marks, and the cigarette burns, and the sweat, and the smell, and all that stuff, man. It was just so much into it. I really had to think about that one, and then I got to take it to him in Germany for the Music Messe show, and we unveiled it right there. It was a table much like this that we stuck the guitar on and the prototype next to it. And he comes walking in with all his leather and his shirts unbuttoned, his glasses on, all cool and stuff. And, "Okay, man, what's my guitar, you know?" give it to him. I go, okay, dude, let's do it. And he's like unveiling it, and he's like a little kid in the candy store. I can see him shaking like this, laughing, you know, and he's like, oh my God, and he freaked out. And he, honestly, he couldn't tell which guitar was what at first. I know I fooled him for like a couple seconds, you know, and that's his baby. He brought that one to the United States when he was a kid, and the whole story, you guys know about that. But I figured if I could fool him for 5-10 seconds, I could probably do that with the rest of the people in the world that, you know, and I think we did it, and I think we pulled it off, and he signed off it in record time. It was a done deal. The rest of the time we spent hanging out together, going to dinner, lunch. He played a couple shows there, and it was just a great time. It was one of the best experiences of my life to be able to do something for him, and it was just a great time.
Damn right, man. That's killer, dude. Yeah. That's really killer. When you think about the John Cruz legacy, you know, that's right, I said legacy. That's right. What would you like people to remember the most?
Well, you're making it sound like I'm dead already. I'm still here, people. I mean, someday I'll look like this, I'm sure, and then you can do what you will with me. But I'm here. You know, I'm flattered that you even say that, but I don't feel it's that right now. I mean, I'm hoping someday it'll turn into something like that, much like John English when he was here. God's rest his soul. You know, I want to leave a mark on Fender's history as being like one of the greatest builders, and just to know that I contributed to the success of Fender is something, you know, it's not easy to do, and just to be a part of that, I think it's really, you know, flattery for me, and I just love it. And you know, just remember me by the guitars I did, and love them until the day you die, man. That's what I'm doing. So I'm hoping everybody else will do the same thing, you know.
Damn right. Well, we got the Voodoo Lounge action tonight here at the Wild West. This man's going to be performing. That's right, the Killer Cruiser, baby.
Yeah. And the band, we got the band, the Woody Johnson and the Skin Pickle Band will be playing, kicking it off after the show here. We got some members from the Fender Custom Shop, Mark Kendrick, Ralph Esposito. Come on down, man. If you got the time, come hang with us. We're talking to everybody. We're talking guitars. We're geeking out. It's just a kid in a candy store type of thing, and that's what we do. And come hang out with us.
That's right, baby.